This is MusicGeek with Byron Cooke.
This is Music Geek with Byron Cooke. Lily Allen, thank you so much for being part of Music Geek.
It's an absolute pleasure.
I'm not calling you a geek, obviously. It's always a tough one at the start because it sounds a bit... But geek's cool now,
I think geeks are good. Yeah, geeks are great.
Unreal. It's just a music interview. We don't...
Okay. Sounds good.
Isn't that a crazy concept?
Yes.
To just talk about music. I love Shesus, and by the way, I know you like not at 100% health today, and I really appreciate you coming indoor. You should have cancelled. I can't believe you're here. It's amazing. I thought we'd hear Shesus, but this was a little trick I thought we would do. I love Shesus. I think it's the modern album because I don't have a very good attention span, and it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
It goes all over the genre map and the tempo map and the emotional map. Can we listen to Shesus in a minute 50?
I'm sure you can.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
And we'll kind of discuss where it goes in terms of genre, because that to me is why I can listen to it all night. Okay, here we go. So we start with the urban assault of Shesus, right?
I wanna be Shesus.
And then it all gets a bit electro with Latecomer.
He's a latecomer. My man.
Then the rhythmic pop of Air Balloon.
Come meet me in the sky. I'll be waiting for you. And we can hear what they
And then the melodic pop of Our Time, which is coming any second now.
We just wanna pass the night away.
What I love then is the switch up to like the sleazy kind of G-funk of Insincerely Yours, which I love this song. It is...
Let's be clear.
Oh, man.
I'm here to make money.
That one's kind of have a few drinks, you know, dimly lit. Then the indie alternative of Take My Place. It's about my timing. Here it comes. And then from there, it gets all a little bit country. And then slow jams. We go back to the Motown, the slow R&B. You must love... Do you perform that one live?
Yeah, I tried to, but my band really hate it. So they'll try and knock it off the set list if they can.
Dubstep. You Are All Bad Man.
You are El Bad Man.
They must have fun with that one. Surely they like that one.
We love that one, yeah.
Silver Spoon. Real hip-hop. I could hear that on like Power 106 in LA or something. I don't know, you have a lot of fun with the lyrics there. Then sort of indie. Almost a Vampire Weekend kind of vibe.
Yeah, a bit Paul Simon, yeah.
Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel, all the sort of syncopation, and then danceable pop.
Yeah.
So I just wanted, you know, whilst you didn't get to talk there for 2 minutes, I just thought it was important to put the whole record in context.
Paint the picture, yeah.
Now, that to me is what a record should be in this day and age. Moving around, keeping things, I don't know, keeping people guessing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think, you know, I just sort of strive to write songs about what I'm feeling at that particular moment. And sometimes I feel like, I want to write a slow jam. Sometimes I feel like I want to write something else.
Yeah, you know how there are some groups that probably maybe the A&R people come in and say, no, you're famous for this sound, so you have to give us 13 songs exactly the same. You know, it'd be difficult to tell you to do that.
Yeah, it would.
Like you wouldn't listen to it, basically.
I just wouldn't respond well.
Right.
No.
You probably wouldn't even reply.
I don't actually think I have an A&R man, so...
Yeah, well, you just do whatever, which is why we love it.
I've never had that conversation with
Which is
anyone.
great. I'm glad you haven't had to. Now, I wanted to start this radio special by playing Shesus. Now, I was told I wasn't allowed to.
Really?
Yeah.
By who?
Well, the music director has said, this is a direct quote on the email, I've left Shesus out because it needs to go to the censors and it needs a lot of edits. Because
of the word period, maybe.
Well, that's the thing, because there's only 2 cuss words in the song. And then obviously there's the reference to periods. Can we just play a little bit of that?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It makes me angry. I'm serious, but then again I'm just about to get my period. Periods, we all get periods every month, yo. That's what the theory
that's factual.
It's human nature, another cycle. Be nice.
Indeed it is.
What I did there.
The thing is, why are we so uptight? And by the way, I did run it past legals, and they wouldn't have a problem if we did want to play it.
Yeah.
Apparently, legally, it's okay.
Yeah.
Why are we all so uptight about periods?
I don't know. I mean, half the world have them, like, regularly, so I don't know why it would be offensive as such. I guess maybe guys don't really like having sex with girls when they're on their period, and women are sex objects. So gross.
But isn't it interesting?
Let's leave it a couple of days.
But we don't have to sexualize. But why everything is so sexualized, and why is that? Because that is just a cyclical fact of a human body. It's actually not I guess it assists in sexual reproduction, but it's not an actual like sexy time thing. It's just
some people like it is.
Look, what happens behind closed doors, up to you. No judgment there. Yeah. But no, I would have loved to have played it, but people, it hasn't got much airplay, that song, anywhere, right? Because it's considered a bit dangerous.
Well, also, it wasn't a single, so usually that's what the radio stations play. But it's, I mean, if I'd have had my way, it would have been Hard Out Here as the first single, and then Shesus, and then URL Bad Man, and then Silver Spoon, maybe.
Yeah, I would have loved Shesus to be on the radio, definitely.
Me too.
Yeah, all right. Well,
too slow, too down tempo.
I'll pull some strings.
Thank you.
I won't. I have no power whatsoever.
You pull some strings.
Hey! We should see the traditional FM radio interview. Now we would play a song because that's a high point. Okay. But we're going to keep talking because it's not. It's not that sort of show. This is fun. This is one that you did. Well, that was chosen as a single. As Long As I Got You.
As long as I've got you, then we can be together and forever, just you and me. Well, that's well.
Now that's a beautiful, fun song and very positive and a lovely lyrical message. Where was the idea to bring in that country fun on that single?
Well, I did it. I've not shied away from country on my last record. I did Not Fair, which was kind of the same. Not the same. It's different strand maybe of country music. But Sam and I, my husband, we have a very bad broadband connection at home,
sure.
In the countryside, and so pretty much all the music we listen to is off of vinyl, so it's mainly like country music and blues and soul.
That's just what's lying around.
Cajun, Cajun music.
That's what you play. This next particular artist that I will reference is not overly Cajun, and you will have heard this. Look, it's just a fun reference. Don't take it too personally.
Okay.
I did have a bit of fun with DJ Konski, who's the guy that does all the mashups for us.
Okay.
And we thought we would just give As Long As I Got You a bit more of almost a Wham feel.
Okay,
here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith.
That worked. Maybe it was even based on that song when we wrote it.
Here we go.
As long as I've got you, then we can be together and
Like a
forever,
duet.
just you and me. Well, that's well.
Do you know what? It is quite. It's quite possible that we ripped it off. I'll be honest.
Well, the thing is,
That's what I did with Not Fair and Yellow Submarine.
Oh, brilliant. You know what? Seriously, though, and the thing is, that's not a scandalous comment, because Flea from the Chili Peppers once said to me, after they put out Stadium Arcadium, he said, you know what? We all rip music off.
Yeah, it all comes from somewhere.
It's what we rip off and how we rip it off.
How many notes you take out.
Would you agree with that to some extent?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Greg and I, who's my co-conspirator in pop music writing game, literally that's what I do is I just play, make playlists as I go along on my iTunes, and I'll just play things until he goes, yeah, maybe let's do something like this.
I love that. So I'd love to be able to do that. Instead, I talk to musicians about making...
You can do it.
Well, yeah, but
you should do it.
Not with your level.
You can and you should.
Thank
How
you.
do you know if you haven't tried?
All right, I quit. I'm becoming a musician.
Perfect.
No, I'll just finish this interview.
Jesus, I make things happen.
Then I quit. Okay, well, in the spirit of that fun, what about another track off the record? This one kind of rolls along, Air Balloon, which is one of the singles. And to me, it rolls along like a particular artist who I've got a lot of time for. And yeah, damn you, Blue. So again, this is just a confession. But hey, I will be inspired by a certain artist like M.I.A. Did you like? I love the way M.I.A. went through her whole pregnancy phase just by performing heavily pregnant. I thought that was.
But you know when she did the performance at the Grammys,
Yeah.
and with the big see-through thing on with the dot on it,
Yeah.
she went into labour that night.
See, that's badass.
Isn't that cool?
So there's all these rappers out there that think that they're thugs, but
Yeah, that's thug. That is thug life right there.
that's street cred.
yeah, she's very good.
Are you glad that you didn't tour when you were pregnant? I mean, do you admire what M.I.A.
Oh
did?
man, I mean, had such bad morning sickness. I literally couldn't get off the sofa, so it wouldn't have been pretty for anyone.
Would have been a boring show.
No, and also I didn't look hot like M.I.A. when I was pregnant. You know,
Right.
I was like 15 stone. I mean, I put on a lot of weight.
But just not hot.
Just ate lots of food
Brilliant.
all the time. But I had to, because I had this really bad morning sickness, I just wanted to eat like bread on its own. Like no bread, butter. Butter made me feel sick.
very
but
carby,
just dry,
isn't it? It's a lot
dry bread.
Right. And that's good luck. Do what you want. But the fact that she looked good, that's annoying. The girls that look really good when they're pregnant must be annoying to everyone else.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Here's another one. Now, Silver Spoon is one of my choice tracks on the record. I love this. But again, we talk about just blatantly being influenced and having a bit of fun with other artists. And you know what's gonna come up, don't you? Take a guess.
I don't know actually.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, rude boy, can you get it up? Come on,
Would you have said that one?
boy, you should
No.
dig it up.
Well, when it kicks in, just wait till
You know what's funny is that, and Danny will do testament to this, I probably listen to that song every day, don't I? And I had not made that link.
wow, maybe it was subconscious.
Maybe. It's like on my getting ready to go on stage playlist.
Yeah, it's on my workout playlist, definitely.
Cool.
More for cardio than for resistance training. But yeah, I thought I'd share that. Hey, with Silver Spoon, the thing is, obviously with the history of hip hop, and this to me is, if you were going to try and label the record, it's a hip hop record in the sense of what hip hop is. No, which is bringing different influences together and manipulating things and putting things together, right? Why is it that I know the history of hip hop is about the struggle, and I respect that. You know, it's about overcoming obstacles to make it.
Yeah.
Why is it that if you are from a slightly higher socioeconomic background, for some reason you're not allowed to tell a story, or there's kind of like, oh, she's not allowed to rap because she wasn't sort of, born in the ghetto. I think everyone has a perspective, I think that's valid. I don't understand what the hate is on all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't really either. I mean, I think the thing is that so much stuff has been written about me and my past and my upbringing, and the majority of it isn't true.
Yeah.
So
I don't
that's
think you're
on
loaded or
that
anything.
song. On that song, it was almost like a bit of a lol, because I was just like, guess the fact. There's one that some of it is accurate and some of it, most of it is not.
It's just garbage.
So I'm just throwing it. It's just but it's all been written.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So,
quite funny.
a lot of that is based
It's like
on.
spot the truth.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to revisit it now, knowing that most of it is garbage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and pick the truth.
Yeah.
And then if I ever interview you again, I'm off camera. I'm going to say, I bet that bit's true.
Yeah.
I bet that bit's garbage.
Or you could just tell me tonight at the gig if you want.
That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Obviously, we are going to have a couple of drinks before the show. My girlfriend
you
and I.
should definitely do that.
And by the way, I love. Do you choose your support acts often? Because All Day is great. This dude that's going to be.
I don't. Well, I mean, I do. I approve them, but I don't actively go out and look for them. Right. Usually, the promoter comes to me and says, "What do you think about these people?" Or someone on my team.
Cool.
Go, this is my nephew's band. Can you let them play?
They played a School Fate recently, and they were very, very good.
Sure.
Give them a shot.
Yeah.
No, that process interests me, because when you're a big established artist and there's up and coming guys, like I know Eminem brought a couple of Australian MCs on tour with him. He didn't get around to meeting all of them.
Right.
Obviously, he's kind of in the stratosphere, I guess. But I know he did hear the hooks of songs and definitely wanted to make sure. So will you hear entire songs, or maybe little 7-second grabs of songs to make sure you're comfortable, or watch videos on YouTube, or?
Yeah, videos on YouTube, really. And I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. That's right.
I mean, how else do you consume music in this day and age?
Yeah, of course you stream it on YouTube and don't pay the artist. That is how you do it. YouTube makes a killing.
That's how it works.
That's great. All right. Well, look, thanks for being here. And by the way, the last music.
I love this. Areas to avoid: Game of Thrones, feminism, personal life, and kids. Lol.
Well, to be honest, none of them were on my agenda.
Good.
But
because I can't talk about any
anyway,
of those
about
things.
Game of Thrones. No, sorry. All right, we're out of here. Have fun at the gig tonight. I guess you'll just have a lie down now and just kind of chill.
No, I've got to go and do the same at your rival network.
Oh, piss off. Don't bother turning up. Who are they? Forget it. I think it's best for your health that you don't go there, okay? I think you've done your dash with press.
I think you're right.
Let's pull the pin.
This is MusicGeek with Byron Cooke.